Hey, what's up everybody? This is RiderDie81 from hookahpro.com, and I'm bringing you guys a how-to video today. Right now for you I have how to overpack. There's been a lot of talk about it on the forums on Hookah Pro. If you're not a member, go check it out. It's free, it's awesome, and we have awesome discussions about stuff like this, so definitely check it out. Anyway, one member was asking about how to overpack, and then a few other members jumped in and said, I'd like to know too. I'm not really sure on how to do it. And I happen to do it with every AF flavor I smoke. Every time I smoke AF, I overpack it. So I'm going to show you how to do it today. I'm using soft black. It's the only AF I have at the moment. I really only smoke AF soft black and AF mint, and I ran out of mint, so I'm going to use soft black. It is a little bit different than regular AF. It's more traditional, it's dark, not dyed, not as soupy. It's not as glycerinated, I don't know if that's a word. It doesn't have as much glycerin in it. Clouds won't be as big, but same exact concept, same packing method, everything. I overpack my AF and my Nakhla this way. Those are pretty much the only two I will overpack. All the traditional stuff, Social Smoke, Starbuzz, Hookah Freak, all that stuff really can't be overpacked in the same way more traditional tobaccos can. So it's not exactly like, it's not going to come out as well as it will with Nakhla or AF. So go ahead and point the camera down. I'm going to show you how to overpack an Egyptian bowl. I'll do a how to overpack a funnel bowl video later, but for now, just the Egyptian, because that's what the questions were about on Hookah Pro. So I'm going to point it down now, show you guys what we're doing here. You guys see that? Alright, this looks good. Alright, so let's get my bowl here. Basically, just take a bunch of tobacco here. And for those of you who don't know, the concept of an overpack is to have more compressed tobacco in there, and it's also going to burn the top layer, create almost like a second foil screen over it, but it's just going to be a burnt tobacco layer basically. It's going to be a lot denser, it's going to give for a longer session, all this stuff. Anyway, you can see mine's kind of juicy. I'm at the bottom of the bucket where there's a lot more juices, so most of the time soft black isn't really this soupy. Anyway, what you're going to do here, basically like any other pack, you just go ahead and you sprinkle it in there. It's really not a huge thing. You don't have to do any voodoo rituals or nothing like that to get this to smoke right. It's just packing it. I mean, sprinkling like you would normal tobacco, except once you get up to the rim, that's when it changes. You go, and I need more. Now I'm going, as you see, above the rim with my tobacco, which is hence the name overpack. You pack it over the bowl, over the rim. Just gonna add a little bit more. Fill in these little gaps on the sides and all this good stuff. Alright, that looks about good right there. Basically what you want is, actually I could probably use a little bit more, but I'll just keep it, I'll throw in a bit more. Basically you want as much above the rim as you have below the rim. So if you have say a 25 gram bowl, you want about 25 grams on top. I mean, you don't have to be perfect with this. You don't have to go get a scale and measure out exactly 25 grams and all that kind of crap. But just make a big lump on top like that. Just make just like a round mountain on top like that. Just starting at the rim of the bowl, just get a good size lump, and that's good enough. I'm gonna go rinse off my hands real quick because this stuff is freaking messy. and I'll be right back. Show you guys foil and all. Alright guys, I am back. Got my foil here. Show you how to do this. Bits in there. Okay, anyway, I've got one layer of heavy duty foil. I prefer heavy duty because it just seems more sturdy. It doesn't seem like it's gonna tear as easily when I'm putting it on there. It's like thicker too, so it seems like it grabs the bowl better than like regular foil. That's just my opinion, but that's what I like, so I'm using it. Anyway, foil is basically really easy. I mean, you store it over top. Now, when you put the foil on here, the mound on top of your bowl will get smaller. It is, you're putting pressure on it, so it is going to get smaller. Nothing to worry about. And also, when you throw coals on top of it and it heats up that top layer, it's going to evaporate a little bit of the juices and all that stuff. It will shrink again, just a little bit. And again, it's normal. So basically, as you can see there, the mound's almost gone. It's a lot lower now, but it's a lot more densely packed in there. So it's supposed to be like that. That's good. If you don't want to put your foil up there just so you still have the full size mound, since it's not gonna be tight enough, you don't want that. Okay, now I use the poker on the end of my tongs here. I sharpened this with a file so that it's really sharp, and it works great for this because it's not too wide, so you're not gonna get huge holes. It's sharp and it's long enough to go all the way through the bowl, which you need for an overpack. So what you do, come up here and you just go all the way. I mean, you can take a long skewer and you can come up through the bottom of the bowl, up through the holes, upwards through the foil. But I just use this thing and I can just go through here and just find all the holes. It's really not that difficult. I know roughly where they are. I just found that one. And then once you find one on the outside, you can find the rest, because the holes are usually in like a square or an X pattern, however you want to look at it. So always find them pretty easily. Let's see here, except this one apparently. There it is. So yeah, you can see holes are found pretty easily, and I just go straight through. And you gotta poke them all the way through the bowl. If you don't, there's too much tobacco and there's too densely packed to get enough airflow. You don't want that. So now with the outside holes, I go one all the way down, one on top, one all the way down, one on top, one all the way down, one on top, one down, one on top, one down, one on top, and that one's down, but I don't care. Anyway, I just do that basically because, I don't know, I guess I'm a little OCD about it. In my thoughts and opinions, whatever goes on in my head, I think it'll get a better burn. That's probably just me, but it's a ritual of mine, so I do it. Anyway, that's your fully loaded bowl there. That's what your hole should look like. Not too many holes, because then it's going to trap more heat with less holes. That's like perfect right there. Some people like a few more, some people like less even. So that's all more personal preference. I'm going to go throw on my coals, let this heat up, and I will show you how it smokes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Basically what's going on right now is I'm letting the top layer of the tobacco crust over, harden up, get that layer on top there like it should for an overpack. How I do it, I'll take the 3 coals. It's a large Egyptian bowl. Take the 3 coals in the triangle pattern, have them like that. Really can't see this. Okay, these 2 and this one. Okay, these are my coals. You have them like this, alright. Let them sit for about a minute or 2, and then you're going to take them and you're just going to rotate them just a little bit, so they're now sitting in the spots that didn't have any coal on them before. Let them sit there for another minute or 2, and sorry, you want to when you rotate them, you want to flip them over to the hot side because the bottom's going to be black from sitting there. Flip them to the hot side, let it sit for a minute or 2, and what I like to do after that is get the top hot again. It'll either get hot on itself or just blow on a little bit, get it some oxygen, get it heated back up, and flip them back over and rotate them one more time back to the original place. So you have that good hot side right where you started from, and you're good to go from there. Mine right now are on the second part, the second step where I just rotated and flipped them. It should be sizzling. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hold up the mic to the bowl, and you should be able to hear it sizzling here. I don't know if you can really hear that, but it's not sizzling as loud as it was because it has been sitting there for a minute or two now. But when you first throw them on there, it'll sizzle up like crazy. And so I'm just gonna flip them one more time, and I'll be good to go, and I'll show you how it smokes. All right, it should be good to go now. I got my small Egyptian here with the new hose and the large Egyptian bowl, obviously. I got the 3 chronic hookah coals on there, quick lights. I'm not really a fan of them, but I ran out of cocos, so for sake of doing this video now, I'm using them. So I'm going to take the first hit here and show you guys how it hits. As you can see, it does have some pretty good clouds. It is, like I said, it's soft black, it's more traditional, not as much glycerin, so the clouds aren't as big as they're going to be with regular AF. So if you're doing this with regular AF, expect a bit of a bigger cloud, and that's about it. I mean, don't be scared to overpack because it does burn the top layer. It's supposed to. As long as the top layer stays good and hot, you won't get a burnt flavor. When you throw on new coals, the top layer will have cooled down a little bit. Put the new coals on there, let it heat, rotate them like I explained earlier. Let the top layer heat back up again, because if it's colder and you put a lot more heat on it, you're gonna get a bad burnt flavor. So let the top layer heat back up, and you'll be good to go. You won't have any burnt flavor at all. So don't be scared trying to overpack. It's really not a scary thing. Once you get down, it's really easy. It doesn't taste bad at all. You get good clouds, you get a good long session. So all in all, it's a really easy thing. It's I mean, it's just definitely try it out. This has been Ride or Die 81 from hookahpro.com. Bring you guys how to overpack on a Egyptian bowl. Check out the rest of my videos. Check out hookahpro.com. Definitely, if you're not a member, sign up. It's free. It's awesome. That's about it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bowl of soft black, and I will see you guys later. Peace.